Good morning, my boomers. Worldwide, my metamaniacs. Welcome. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for kapumping and kabooming in. We're live. Kaboom! Is crypto looking better? Where's my bombs? Are we looking a little better here? Is this a fake out? What's going on? What's shaking and baking? We got to look at the charts. Tap in, tune into the Metamaniacs. We are here every single day. The crypto therapy, the meta therapy, the self-improvement, the blade sharpening, the kapump, the kaboom. Everything you wanted and more with the big champ. The Metamaniacs, the crypto soldiers, the original kaboomers in the crypto space. Still out here, front lines, deep in the trenches. The original trench shooters out here with my long snipers. Kaboom! Drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know if you're alive out there, if you've been sniped out by the enemy fire. It's been a bloodbath all year. Let's be honest. All year it's been a bloodbath since January. The trend hasn't been that spicy, okay? The trend hasn't been that spicy. But on the same token, pun intended, it hasn't been that ugly either, guys. So let's give thanks. Let's tune in. Let's check out what's really going on. Make sure you tap into the Discord immediately. Let's check out all the math over here. See if this is looking better or what. Indeed. Let me turn off these coins. You have technicals here, 24-hour chart on TradingView reading neutral, which is a change in trend. Now, not enough for me. Not enough for the champion, but enough for these techniques, for these technicals here to change into neutral. I'm talking about the technicals on TradingView, which, let me tell you, I'm not a technical guy. I'm not out here always, computing, and I'm not doing that. But I check them out, and, I consider the summary between the oscillators, the moving averages, and so that's what's going on here. Majority, it's basically reading sell. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's see. I don't know why this summary is reading neutral, but, you got some buys on the moving averages. Oscillators are mainly reading sell. Some are, most of them are neutral. So, a little bit more favorable than it was just last week or just a few days ago. But, 1 week projections, moving averages are strong sell. Let's go with that 1 month. A little better. So, again, I'm not entirely convinced, but let's give thanks because it's certainly better than, $29,000 or $28,000. Now, if you go ahead and zoom out, when in doubt, pull out, you'll see some of the support and resistance lines that we have here. And, we're right in the pocket of what, we believe we should be in, according to the last lines we drew just about a month ago, let's say. Bottomed out there about 25K. Currently there at 31. We need to break through this last high in order to really change the trend. Yesterday I was talking, a trend change will be confirmed closer to 50. But, obviously we got to crack that 39. But even if we did crack that 39, it would be great. Let me be honest with you. It would be great, but it wouldn't be enough for me to say, okay, we'd probably break out of the trend, but I would like, let's go ahead and look at that year to date. Yeah, I would like to see, things break up, that last high, closer to 46. I think if we can break through this range here, that would confirm. Now, to be honest with you, I'm expecting perhaps months or longer for us to do that. Now, if we can pull up quicker, I receive it. I'm a crypto maniac, so I'm going to hold the BTC and ETH through the storm, as we have. We already sold what we had to sell. And right now, it's just a hurry up and wait. And in fact, we've increased our DCA into the blue chips. So, a patience game. I feel like a hunter, in the literally, like sitting on the top of the tree with the camouflage, just waiting with the sniper scope and the crosshairs. You got to be quiet. Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet. I may have to fire. It's real in the trenches. Drop me a comment here. Let me see the chat box. I wasn't even looking at the chat. Who's here in the chat? We got a corporate McMahon, one of the OGs over here. We got Passive, another OG. We got some top dogs in the box, some decorated crypto soldiers. Everybody quiet in the trenches. You never know. There may be some game coming out. The trees, you don't know. Kaboom! You mentioned good things yesterday. In 2021, we had DeFi, NFT, and metaverse hype. I miss a new thing in 2022. Crypto's known for its innovation. Let's see, it's waiting. It's a waiting game. Yeah, it is. Right now, it is certainly a waiting game. Everybody keep quiet in the trenches. You never know what's going to pop out there. Okay, but we got to, we're just ready. Right now, we're ready. Okay, I see a lot of people are not even in the trenches right now. And then you have some other people, chasing these young little projects that I don't know. It's few and far in between. And, I'm not going to even point fingers because that doesn't concern me. But I haven't seen anything sexy. Okay, I haven't seen a clear shot. I haven't seen anything sexy. Now, Poison's here saying, got to be ready to take the shot at all times. Absolutely. One of the sexier things I saw was what Poison posted over there on the NFT leads. And it was that Potluck fractionalized shares of their Phantom node that they plan on implementing, and if they already did, I don't know. Hinted at projects on ETH and possibly Sol in the future yesterday. Kaboom. Yeah, I like that. Sol's definitely been warming up. I'm not entirely watching it, specifically, but, I've heard here and there, Solana Summer, OK Bears. I know that they're supported now by OpenSea. A few more of their projects are ranking higher. So, hey, I've also expressed my intent to do a drop over there. We had a couple guys in the Discord that did talk about Solana, so I'm not hating. Let it be. Kaboom. As a crypto corporal sneaking into the crypto trenches, ready with the ledger, landmines, and stable, sniper, and camouflage. That's right. I can picture. We do need like an NFT of like a soldier with a ledger, crypto soldier. Crypto soldiers. I'll keep you posted on those NFTs, the node NFTs. Nothing new there yet. Yeah, that's sexy. I'd definitely be interested in something like that. And I see that they continue to drop NFTs, and that's great. They're not all personally for me, but they're doing good. And I said that to you on the chat personally, that they're trailblazing, and I appreciate what they're doing. So kaboom! Shout out to Harvey. He's in the chat. BTC dropping right now. Is the S&P dropping? I heard the Fed started tapering today. I'm not sure of the specifics. I pulled up CoinDesk over here earlier, and I didn't see anything hinting, or talking directly to that. But, it's a game of ups and downs. We've seen some gains in the past 2 days. So, a little pullback wouldn't surprise me. Again, I'm not convinced that we're in a run. I'm not. I think that we're trying to find a new price range, and we're kind of getting there, and it's bouncing up and down. And I don't think that we're in a bull run or we're, in a trend change at all. I think that we're still in a downward trend until it changes. Go up and down for the next few weeks. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Harvey agrees. Yeah, so that's probably what's going on. I'm not sure what the Fed is saying. I know the S&P is not doing that hot, as of late. I know it did have a good day the other day, or let me pull it up. Let's check out the SPY, which is the index for the S&P. Pull up the SPY on you guys. Really hoping for the sideways trading, because crashes, you don't know when it's going to stop. You're right. You don't know when it's going to stop. And I've said that, I think the knife could continue to fall to below 25, 20. Ultimately, I really think that the real rock bottom in a bad scenario is like 10K. Now, is it going to go that far? I kind of doubt it, but 20K is realistic. But maybe we completely avoid that and just hang on, above 20 to above 25. But as far as breaking out, going to 45, 50K, I highly doubt that right now in the short term, which for those that are trying to accumulate may be okay. Give some people time to accumulate. What was I looking for? SPY. Okay, put that bear with me. The computer's going super slow now that I'm streaming. So yeah, you got the SPY, kind of did a similar what Bitcoin did, kind of went up in the past few days and now it's selling back off. This is understandable. Many are talking about that 12K BTC. Where do you get this? I don't see this actually, be honest. I have no idea. No one can tell. It's comparing it to the last run, the last run of 20,000 down to 3,000 back in 2017, 2018. You're looking at about an 85% drop from the all-time highs. That's, kind of a rule of thumb that I agree with. I've seen Richard mention it, Richard Hart mentioned it, and a few other people have talked about it as well. It's not only Richard Hart talking about it, and I actually talked about that before he was. I'm not saying, I was first or anything. I was paying attention to that. Just comparing the charts, and I'll show you. You can see it, that 2017 run, 2017, 2018 run that went up to 20K. And then it ultimately crashed down to 3 before it ran back up. 85%. Let's see how it goes this time around. So 85% drop from 60,000. You're looking at going around like 9,000. I don't think it's going to go below 10, but somewhere in that range. Once things have gone that low, 12,000, 10,000, 9,000, they're kind of in the same range. So it's somewhere around the low teens. So that's what's going on. Richard Hart got so many newbies into this space who might be still here, and it's scaring me, to be honest. I don't think so. I think more blood is okay. And ultimately, if he's bringing him in, he's encouraging him to hodl, which is better than a lot of other projects. So, that being said, I sold my HEX. I do have some long-term stakes, but I sold it, once I saw that trend change confirmed. Now, I may pick some back up, if the climate is favorable with this pulse chain thing, but, Bitcoin's a teen and it needs to be a grandpa. It's becoming one. It could surprise with a mega bull run, but again, just checking out the charts, and I've showed this countless of times already. I think that just like the last bull run, 2017, 2018, with that spike to 20K, down to 3K, 85% loss, and about 2 to 3 years of sideways trading between, that low of 3,000 to that high of 12,000. So it was in that range it was trading in for a long time. Good point, champ. Newbies isn't a bad thing at all, really. I mean, if you want the market to grow, then by definition, you need to have newbies. If you want to grow, you want new growth. New people coming in and the market continuing to grow. So we'll see. We'll see. I saw that he was tweeting about screening his documentary that they're trying to pitch to Netflix. And listen, it's all hype and it's all meta and fictional stuff in the long run, okay? But, some of that stuff works in this market. Look at Doge, look at SHIB. All hype sometimes could drive the price of the coin. So let's see if this doc can drive the hype. Let's see. Again, I threw a bag at it about a year ago already. So, I consider that a wash already. It's a loss, really. I forgot about it. It's a sacrifice, literally. But hopefully, maybe, you never know. It comes back around to do something. Let me pull that chart up for you guys. Am I sharing my screen? No, I'm not. So, kaboom, you got a nice, wow, a sell-off going on right now. Major sell-off going right now. Look at these candles. Sell-off, sell-off, sell-off. And listen, it's understandable. I understand. If I bought at 28, 27,000, a lot of big bags, I'd probably be selling on the green right now too, if I was trading like that. Let's see if there's a buy, there's buying action here at 31 or above 30. If we could stay above 30, that's nice. But, again, I'm not entirely convinced. Good morning, Manuel. Anybody think SHIB's going to have another monster run when the new bull run starts? I think it'll stick around, but I'm not expecting for a monster bull run. Usually the monsters are the newer ones. It had a monster run when it was newer. That's not to say that it's done with or it's not going to stay around. Claim the Optimism airdrop about $1,000 right now. Sell half. Yeah, I saw. Was it? I think it was Dirty Crypto posted a video about the Optimism airdrop, and I know that I've seen information about that posted even in our Discord. So, what is the requirements for the airdrop? Like, how do you know if you would be eligible? Well, that's that OP airdrop. I'm assuming you're talking about the Optimism airdrop, which is another Ethereum virtual network. BTC there with a major sell-off right now. I don't have any specific information as to why. I'm not sure if the Fed said something or what's going on, because the S&P, the SPY, is also selling off as well. And people may be just taking profits, and it's understandable. They're not entirely convinced. And again, this is all for the short term, in my opinion. Ultimately, I think the state for the blue chips and for the greater crypto industry as a whole is favorable. Long term. Or was it SPY? That's what I was looking for. I had it back up, but I wasn't sharing my screen. 409 on the SPY, which is the S&P index. Let's get a... Yeah, you're seeing the same thing going on. A large sell-off. So, yeah, maybe the Fed did announce something. You had to make some transaction in the OP chain. The snapshot was taken last year. Okay, so yeah, I don't remember using the OP chain, but I know that either you or someone else did post about it. So thank you, and continue to do so, because just because I didn't do it doesn't mean that someone else didn't. We got hundreds of people in the Discord, and some don't always post, but they're watching. I was eligible for that, but if you vote or participate on the GitHub, something like that, you would get more. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm not on the GitHub, so I'm probably not eligible for that, but I've seen plenty of people talking about it, so I assume it to be legit. Kaboom. Shout out to the Meta Maniacs. Make sure you tap into the Discord. We're doing giveaways for the Gold Spades NFT whitelist, which is going to be a free mint. And everybody that is a Medal of Honor holder will also get a free mint, or an opportunity for a free mint. And I'm actually considering putting them first in line, giving them like an extra minute or something to, or 5 minutes. I don't know. It's a certain time to put them in the front of the line to incentivize the MOH holders, those first kaboomers. Only 33 coins out there. Link to it down below. So we're giving away some of those whitelists for the Gold Spades, which is going to be customized playing card deck, all Spades cards. And you'll be able to collect a certain amount of cards and unlock a 2022 Meta Championship ring when we drop them. And we will. We're only halfway here through the year, so we'll see who the champ is. Closer to the end of the year, we're going to have these championships. Shout out to Mike. I see you. Kaboom. Yeah, so tap in. We got that giveaway going on. Again, if you're already a MOH holder, you're going to be added automatically. And if you're not, go ahead and get an MOH on the secondary market. The links are down below. And or join the giveaway for a chance. I feel like we have become stock market gurus now. Not entirely, but I pay attention. There's a lot more correlation with Bitcoin and the stocks nowadays than back in 2017, 2018. You got so much corporate interest. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw a London Real video yesterday talking about how JP Morgan is now considering Bitcoin to be in the near future bigger or about the same as real estate as far as an investment class. So, that's funny. It's just a few years ago, JP Morgan was talking about Bitcoin's a scam. Now they're talking about, it's going to be like real estate, which, you know what? Pay attention to that because it's a little bit too favorable. It's a little bit too happy-go-lucky. I never believe the mainstream. So, pay attention to that. Shout out to Adrian. Kaboom. But that was the news over there. JP Morgan. So I heard via London Real. Maybe most of you guys have heard of that tuber. He definitely went into crypto hard this year. He still seems like a crypto noob to me. But I enjoy his channel and, his hustle's pretty strong. I think he went for mayor or whatnot. And made some noise with that David Icke interview. So, whatever. Shout out to him. No hate. Congratulations. You're not an OG in crypto. Has the whole Luna situation made us Bitcoin and ETH maxis? It certainly scared me a lot, can't lie. Listen, we've been Bitcoin and ETH maxis from the very beginning here. So, we weren't even participating in Luna now. We've covered it, and we were definitely paying attention. And I think some of the younger guys or some of the new class of crypto cadets are starting to realize that most things are ploys to take your Bitcoin and ETH. Okay, that's what most projects are, and we learned that early in the game, and that's why it's always stack more bits, and ETH as well. But listen, there's at the same time you just can't hate on these new projects because those are the ones that put on extra gains, in some cases. So you got to pay attention. But ultimately, when things start getting bearish, and I told you guys of the possibility of us getting bearish as soon as BTC dropped under 50. But, I was still active and I was still in the game. But as soon as, went under 40 and then like 36, and I started seeing, FTM and Jewel started losing a lot of weight, I told you guys, I was like, recalibrate the bags. I'm out. It's mostly back into BTC, ETH, and then, of course, some stables, while most normies will be selling it all into sables. No. I'm willing to weather the storms. Like, listen, if BTC, ETH, BTC goes to 15K, ETH goes to, 1,000, I'll hold through the storm. Okay? I'll break a little sweat, of course, but, a panic, absolutely not. Manny says, I'm learning that, champ. Thanks. Yeah, you'll see it too, even with the NFTs. They're the price is in ETH. You know what I mean? That's what they want. Your ETH. Even these Bored Apes, at the end of the day, what they're worth, they're showing you the ETH price. It's ETH and Bitcoin, obviously. And that's not any hate on the Bored Apes. They've certainly held their value pretty well. And that's no hate on NFTs. I mean, I was just talking about how we're doing a drop, but don't discount the value of BTC and ETH IMO. I'm not your crypto daddy or block father, even though I should be. Kaboom. Kaboom. Nice stream yesterday. We did over an hour and a half. I took a nice break over the Memorial Day weekend and came back supercharged, and we ended up doing over an hour. Sometimes I like the bear market because you can talk about off-topic things that are not just crypto. Young cadets think to be wealthy in a short period of time with crypto. They heard something about Bitcoin and NFTs, and they become NFT bros. That's true. A lot of people hear about the crypto stuff and they think it's just a get rich quick thing. And while some did, a lot of people doomed. It is a waiting game. So I feel like we are in the trenches. We're in the trees right now. We're camouflaged down and we're just really quiet right now, waiting for something to move. And it may be some time. That's what it is when you're hunting or when you're fishing. You drop the bait, the hook, and you got to wait sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta wait for some bites. Indeed. All right, I'll take a few more comments and questions. We'll keep the stream a little more brief than yesterday's. I appreciate all you metamaniacs. Join the Discord. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Make sure you have that dry food for war and your Rambo knife. Indeed. Shout out to corporate. And I was back in the gym today. Overhead press and a little bit of arms. Overhead press and a little bit of arms. Feeling good with the overhead press. You know, I had a shoulder surgery. It's been over a year now. But I'm not back to PR levels, but I feel fully recovered. So I worked up to nothing to brag about. It was like 30 on each side. So you're looking at like 60 plus 45. Like 110 overhead, you know, doing my 5 reps. Easy. I could have gone 35, maybe even 40, but, you know, PR was 45, which is 135 on each side. This is overhead, strict overhead press. I'm not talking about bending your knees. No. And giving the little jump. No. Straight leg. B&B's holding really well. You know, B&B is a top performer. And in fact, these few years, I'm not sure about this year, but definitely, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, B&B outperformed both Bitcoin and ETH. I remember when a gentleman by the name of Derek McLean would come in here in the chat and be like, "Champ, I'm telling you, B&B. And you know, I wouldn't be as fond of B&B as he was because, B&B being a centralized exchange. But shout out to CZ and them. Big things. You can't hate on every single centralized exchange either. You can't, you know. And there's going to be some good ones, right? So maybe Binance is a good one. I don't know. Crypto Clowns on YouTube didn't mention B&B much. Yeah. And listen, I will admit that I was a little reluctant, but we talked about it, you know, and I ultimately said, you know what, you know, I came around and, it was that dude, Derek. I don't know where he's at as of late, but shout out to him. Harvey said, I need to hit the gym more. Yeah, it's paramount. It's important. You can't call yourself a real man unless you're strong. You can't, you know, a man that's not strong, what is that? Doesn't make sense to me. You know, you don't have to be the Hulk either, but you don't want to look like Ethalik. We'll call him Ethalik. Champ, what was your first exchange you registered when you started with crypto? I don't remember, but I think I want to say Coinbase. You know, I think most people have a Coinbase account. They've been around for a long time. Vitalik, yeah. Shout out to Vitalik, though. I mean, you know, I'm not mad at him, but he definitely needs to get in the gym. That's for sure. Whatever diet he's following, I'm not sure about that one. Sheesh. But yeah, hit the gym. I always recommend the strong lifts. I always go back to that with everyone because it was such a great program. Stronglifts.com. Read the whole thing. There's like literally a whole book on that website. Read it all. Understand it. Look through the videos. And if you're serious about changing yourself, I highly recommend just following content. You know, like fitness and, you know, just immersing yourself in it. Just have it on your feed or whatever your social media. Just start following people lifting or, you know, talking about health. Whatever it is, just keep banging it out. That way, you think about it more. Why did Facebook skip crypto? Remember what he wanted to come up with Libra? Yeah, I think that the some government threatened regulation or whatever, and I'm not sure what happened. I think what happened is that they ultimately turned into Meta, and they shifted into the whole metaverse, which is kind of, you know, similar in the same. It's in the same vein, not vein, but the same shelf, I guess. Metaverse, crypto, you know. Let's see. That being said, I'll give it this much. As soon as Facebook announced that Meta stuff, it really boosted the brand, the whole Meta brand for everyone. For the Sandbox, for the Bored Apes. I mean, I'll give it that much. For the Metacocks, you know, like, Facebook rebranding to Meta is probably better for the industry, the crypto and the Meta industry, than it is for Facebook. I think. We shall see. We're seeing a little buying occurring here on the SPY here at around 410. I would assume BTC is experiencing similar action. So let's see what happens now here in the second. Well, it's not even the finish. We're not even finished with the first half of the day here. I feel like the second half of the day already. Go back to BTC. Yeah, similar price action. You see a little rebound here. I wonder about the millionaires, billionaires like Vitalik, Facebook, or Elon Musk. They never need to work, but their bodies are weak. I respect Jeff Bezos. You know, Jeff Bezos on that TRT. You see his before and after. You know, Jeff Bezos got on that testosterone sipping. He's on that fountain TRT, that's for sure. As far as Vitalik and the other dudes, I mean, I don't know, guys. I would assume that they may be so consumed in their work that they don't have time for their physical, but there's an error. Then that goes to show you that just because someone's a billionaire doesn't mean they got it all on lock. Look at a guy like Steve Jobs. And it's true with what Hart says, you know, he got it wrong. You know, you did all this stuff, but ultimately, you know, your life was cut off short, unfortunately, because of the illness. You know, maybe he should have focused more on his health. I don't know. You know, it's unfortunate, but it's something to consider, you know. But, you know, at the same time, you know, he did impact society. I don't know if ultimately it's good or bad. Yeah, he looked like a soy boy before and now buffed the stuff. Yeah. You know, Jeff Bezos, you know what I mean? Like, beware of Jeff Bezos. Yeah, he put on some weight. He hit the strong lifts. Jeff Bezos been listening to the podcast or to the stream. Shout out to Jeff Bezos out there. Yeah, he's definitely one of the corporate guys that seem to have improved his physical. Hire Jeff as my bodyguard. Yeah, I don't know about Elon Musk. You know, I don't think he's working out or anything like that. All right, guys. It's always a pleasure. Shout out to Corporate McMahon, Passive, Crypto, the rest of the meta maniacs out there. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I got my deadlifts either tomorrow or Friday, depending on how I feel. but I'm definitely pulling up tomorrow. I already did my squats. I did my overhead press. I need to do some serious deadlifts this week. And continue to add a little more weight to the bar. Pure gratitude indeed. Let's end it with that one. Let's end it with pure gratitude. Shout out to you, Manuel. Thanks, Champagne. A pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Let me pull up that gratitude and we'll sign off. Let me find that for you guys. I'm going to say this is a special request from Manuel Herrera. I'm not saying he didn't request it, but let's act like he did. Where's that song? I got it somewhere here. Shout out to Shadi. Pure Gratitude is the name of the song. Run that up on Spotify. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in.
I just got the best head of my fucking life. I just hit some new 11s on that sneakers app. I just read that Bitcoin went up in price, and Sauce King just blessed me with a diesel pack. I just got the best head of my fucking life. I just got my favorite rapper to do a feature, and even if Miami life ain't nothing nice, my cafecito got the perfect espumita. Glass half full, that's that food. I'ma need an advance, you can sell me, Cash App too. Portfolio looking healthy, my Coinbase popping. I cut out the red meat, but I don't fuck with no soy-based products. My podcast hit 100 episodes. My brother Cap just had a baby, and me, I got a little baddie in Haiti, marinating. Miami lately feel like it's 2005. The scene been reinvigorated, and you can feel it countywide. Yeah. My plug got the best tree, from Brickell to Bentry. My Benz lease, but I live in your head rent free. My grandma chillin' like she's still in her prime. Taught me to cherish every minute of this limited time that we're given. My dog Charlie was half blind when I first brought him home, and now we could probably spot a bone faster than Indiana Jones. You gotta comb through the weeds so you can spot the rose, and I'ma smell every flower while I still got a nose. Cause I just got the best head of my fucking life. And I just hit some ones on that sneakers app. I just heard Ethereum went up in price, and Sauce King just blessed me with that OG pack. Yeah, I just got the best head of my fucking life. I just got a couple stamps on my visa. And even if Miami life ain't nothing nice, my cafecito got the perfect espumita. Yeah, it's pure gratitude. Pure gratitude. Yeah, it's pure gratitude. You gotta smell every flower that life's handed you. That's right, it's pure gratitude. What I'm feeling? Pure gratitude. What's that? It's pure gratitude. You can't change the world, but you can change your attitude, bro.
Yeah. Shadi. Tev. Mafia.
Сядь со мною рядом, рассказать мне надо.